Ladies and gentlemen, we are locked in. We are all locked in our bedrooms. We're all doing what we can do, and this is what I do. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's me, Russell Kane, with another Kaneing live rundown, working out how you're all coping, being trapped in your own houses. How's everyone doing? Who have we got in? Someone's asking me if I'm fapping. The honest answer is, Gurdeep, that if I were to fap anymore, I probably would have to opt for amputation. I don't know about the rest of you, but there's not much else to do apart from touch. You can't touch your face, can you? Even just talking about the face has brought on an instant anti-backing. Anyway, this is what's going to happen in the next 15 minutes. I'm going to give you my usual Kaneing roundup of what's been going on with lockdown, what's annoying people, and then afterwards you can ask me a few questions if there's time at the end. That'll be 15 minutes long. So, first of all, I want to comment on this. A lot of things have been made legal, okay? We can now be stopped by the police. We don't have to go to work. We don't have to pay our mortgages. We can just skip them. I might have to pay my tax bill next year. Not that I declared anything, I earned £1 on paper. If we can make all of those things legal to make the coronavirus COVID-19 crisis bearable, why not, just for one day, make murder legal? Now, before you have a reaction, think about the practicalities and how much you hate the person you live with at the moment. Just a day. Just one day where all the people that have had enough, a little bit of a caving and an amnesty. We could even use, turning it into a positive, the bodies to research the COVID virus on the murdered corpses of our unbearable spouses. Ladies, I do expect you to do a lot more killing. In fact, this is probably going to be a 90-10 female crime. I would imagine, as the white paper was passing through the House of Lords, several shotguns would go off in unison, shaking it, causing an instant earthquake in parts of Wales. Is it legal yet, Barry? Bury him in the garden, would you? Now, we need to talk about Benjamin saying it got dark quickly. Do remember, this is all humour. If you're unable to process humour, leave. The type of people who are not welcome here. People who are too sensitive, people who can't process humour, and most importantly, people that think boiling water with a slice of lemon in it is a drink. If I invite you over to my house and say, would you like an espresso? And you go, excuse me, do you mind if I have boiling water with a slice of lemon? I'm going to serve you instead a caved skull and you can fuck off out my house. Here's a suggestion if your favourite drink is boiling water with a slice of lemon. Leave this live show right now. Get out. Not welcome. Genuinely not welcome. I'm only joking. There's a thing that's been going on the last few days. There's a thing that's been going on. People are starting to argue that the coronavirus isn't a little green ball with spikes on it, like something out of Star Wars that killed. Do you know the coronavirus looks like the thing that transports baby Yoda to his next destination. We know that. It's a little green thing. Our NHS researchers and our wonderful scientists, even Chris Whitty, can see it. That's what it is. But some people are arguing, no, it's not. The coronavirus is fake. And in fact, ready for it, bellends with no brains? 5G is responsible. That's right. Just, if you look at the map, right, have a look. Where does 5G start from, right? Where did the coronavirus start from? Both in China. Is that a coincidence? Yeah, it is, you fucking bellend, right? I know it's scary and people have the need to form patterns out of chaos, but the new 5G cable, whether you believe in the technology or whether you hate the disruption or you don't like paving slabs or the countryside being torn up, all valid, I promise you, we're not getting the coronavirus from 5G cables, your tinfoil hat wearing, truther, weird conspiracy theorist in your bunker with a tin of beans masturbating into your doll because you've got no friends, weirdo. Yeah, but like, look at the map. Flu-like symptoms are sweeping across the world. Exactly as they laid a cable. The only cable that's being laid is the shit coming out of your mouth, mate. I mean, do you honestly believe that every single NHS doctor and what do you think Chris Whitty is actually, I fooled you. I am actually the chief executive officer of Huawei. It was me all along. There is no coronavirus. Do you really think that? Do you think Chris Whitty is an app sent by the Chinese? Come on, grow the fuck up. Some dirty fucker was in a dirty food market and the virus went, do you know what? It's all right being in a bat, but I wouldn't mind a bit more room. What about you, Gary? Yeah, I know what you mean, Dave. Like, it's all very well being a corona, but it's got quite a slim torso, the bat. I'll tell you what, let's jump over to a human host, bit more room. It's going to take a while to get used to it, but hopefully our kids will adjust. That's how the coronavirus started. Science lesson for the kids there. There's no flu-like symptoms sweeping over because of coronavirus. Our NHS people are, yeah, they're all actors. You see the doctors on the telly, all actors paid by an elite, the same elite that are stopping me getting a job. Darren, they're not stopping you getting a job. The only thing stopping you getting a job is the bag of weed you're smoking every week and your addiction to FIFA. There's going to be plenty of jobs when this crisis finishes, Uncle Darren. I can't work now because my back's fucked through inactivity during lockdown. I would work, but I can't, mug. My Uncle Darren thought 5G was the amount he could get away with selling in a nightclub. What else has been going on? What else is going on? I understand. I like the fact that we're all really getting behind this lockdown, making sure we stay 2 meters apart, only taking our exercise, not bundling into each other, so we can get through this quicker and we can harm less old people. But the virtual vigilantes are starting to piss me off. The do-gooders online with their cameras observed today. Jean and Dave went to the second time to get the corner shop and returned with a loaf. I ask you this question. Why didn't they get the loaf the first time? Fuck off. Seriously, Norman, leave them alone. And people reacting to joggers, like they've got explosive diarrhea. Oh my God. Oh, I mean, has anyone been drama passed yet? I was going for my 30 minutes allotted exercise with my Parker Colin, and I got drama passed. There's plenty of room on the path. The path was about 12 feet wide. Didn't stop an old lady going, drama pass, I step fully to the side, the maximum space, I step to the side and return. She did it to piss me off. I drama passed you, you dirty corona rag. You look like a sopping rag of corona. I drama pass you. Don't drama pass. Just pass each other in a normal way. Joggers aren't the enemy. A jogger, hide in the bushes, Darren. He's probably jogging off his COVIDs. Look, I can see he's got a touch of the COVIDs. Touch of the COVIDs. You like me, you got a touch of the COVID. You have a cough and then you're off. A touch of the COVID cough. Powdered egg for tea and then it's done. Bleeded. Touch of the COVID. Well, I'm not losing my mind, that's the main thing. Anyone got any shout outs? I don't mean to look away like a weirdo, but I've got a monitor so I can use the nice bit of my phone. People wanting me to sing a touch of the COVIDs again. People asking about boomers. I hate all this generational shit. Stop trying to carve people up by generation. I don't think it's a boomer thing. It's just a bellend thing. Bellends can be born in 1998 and they can be born in 1938. As far as I can tell, bellentry is not tied to date of birth. So let's get rid of boomer and millennial and let's just say bellend or no bellend. What about other workers as well? I mean, I'll tell you what would move me the other night to tears, the NHS clap. I did it on +1, I did it at 9 o'clock. But the NHS applause, beautiful, everyone, celebrating the nurses, and so we freaking well should. And as a matter of fact, who's got a new appreciation for our nurses? I wonder if that'll stay once this crisis is over. Boris, we need to support the nurses. They are the most important people in society. Oh, the crisis is over, is it? Do you want to pay them a little bit more? No, not really. Now that they've done their job, I was going to implement a policy of fuck right off and go back to how everything was before. That's quite okay. What about, we need to celebrate the other workers as well. You know, just because Carol works in Asda doesn't mean she's not a fucking hero. If anything, Carol working in Asda is more of a hero. I'd like to think our nurses are wearing protective equipment. Please let there be enough. Might have a goggle on or a mask and at least be disinfected and have an ability to wash their hands. Carol in Asda has got some bellend going, I've come in for some essential groceries. Sorry, can I have a scratch card? You got a scratch card, love? COVID juice over the screen into Carol's eyes. That's a legend. And the other thing that's slightly patronising, anyone who's got someone with a severe disability in their family will know this, is well done to all of you who are dealing with isolation admirably, but just a quick reality check. Lots of people in our country live in isolation anyway. They've got no access to benefits, they're severely disabled, their lives have taken a wrong turn, they're not getting out of the house. They're already freaking isolated. So just be careful you don't slip in to saying, do you know what? I really appreciate now what isolation is like for those people. To me, staying in, learning Mandarin is just like having a severe disability and being housebound. I'm just the same as you now. I mean, just the other day, as I was doing my breathing and mindfulness, I am a bellend. I realised that I'd suffered just as much as someone who'd been locked in for 20 years. Right, let's play Netflix. Do one, would you? Something else. Oh, someone's just said my wall needs a picture. Okay. Naked wall, is it? Let's have a comedy legend in the background. There you go, Norman Wisdom. Sorry about my wall being naked. Norman Wisdom's in shot now. Is that better? I'm glad everyone's taking their 30-minute daily walk, but here's a request from everyone online. Stop filming it. Stop posting your daily walk. You boring twat. No one cares. No one wants to see the bit of dog shit scraped greenery that's 5 minutes from your house. Oh, nice to be out. Nice to see the birds. Is it, Dave? What are you, fucking Marcel Proust or Charles Dickens? What deep revelations? It's so nice to get my daily fresh air. Just thought I'd do a vlog about my walk. Anyway, I've been Dave. Oh no, someone's punching me. He looks like Nick Grimshaw. Another little tip, guys. Lay off Chris Whitty. I know he looks a bit like a Simpsons character, but I kind of like the fact that Chris Whitty looks nerdy. I like my professors to look nerdy as fuck. I don't want some dashing George Clooney dude as our science and health expert going, the coronavirus was, well, what does it matter? Ladies, DM me, yeah? I don't want that. I want someone like Chris Whitty who looks like he gets a boner when he sees a prime number. Oh, it divides by one in itself. That's who I want. Chris, keep doing what you're doing, whatever you're doing in isolation, probably learning your 847 times table. Save us, Chris. Don't listen to the bellends, shallow fools. And a couple more subjects and then we'll take some questions. Okay, I said I didn't want to divide things by the generations, but unfortunately the coronavirus has. It's just a scientific fact. If you are over 70, you're at a higher mortality risk. I wish it wasn't true. I wish it wasn't. I wish the only person who was at a mortality risk was evil dickheads. I wish Corona knew. But if you're over 70, you're going to need to stay indoors a little bit more. And it's just an observation around my way. I'm not saying it's everywhere. A lot of over 70s walking poodles all together. Please stop hanging out all together over 70s, because the rest of us are in fucking prison running out of fake tan to save your asses. So if you're over 70, maybe give an extra couple of foot and don't come out too often. More often than you need to. Find someone who can help you deliver groceries or shopping. Don't say groceries, we're not American. One last thing. Yes, Stacey Maynard, I will do shout outs in a minute. One last thing. No, this isn't a super chat. What do you think? This is not Korea. I'm not going to get people to pay £5 to put a fucking smiling emoji on a screen. What's a super chat? If only I could pay £2.50 to put a smiley on the screen. I would rather die in unmonetized YouTube poverty than milk one of you guys for a smiley face. Keep your cash. One last thing. Stop, I know you mean well, but stop sending inspirational messages to people. They don't want to read. Most of us don't want to read, just remember during lockdown, you are strong, you are beautiful, you are a warrior, and you're going to come out you are going to come out of this even stronger than when you went in, more vibrant, more alive, because we all know it's bollocks. I'm going to come out looking like a pepper army with hair on. My pubes are going to look like a Christmas pudding with a coin on top. I'm going to have belly fat. I'm going to be living on cashew nuts and rice and shitting liquid for a week. I probably would have forgotten how to speak. My last rant will be like, blip, 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 April 12 sixpence. You're not going to be stronger. The best we can do is do what I'm doing. Use your humour to get through it. Stick to the people you love. Show each other compassion. Stay nice 2 meters apart. And if you're really old and fucked up, probably don't bundle in just because you saw some bacon marked down in Asda. You will survive without bacon, you suicidal old bellend. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all from me rant-wise. There's just time for 2 minutes of questions. Tracy, shout out to the mental health sufferers. Abso-fucking-lutely, Tracy. Shout out to the mental health sufferers. Girls, check in with each other. You do that anyway, but particularly men. Men, reach out. And if you think some of your male friends are struggling, don't do the usual. Look, Terry's looking like he's down. Put him in the bushes. I don't want to watch it. It reminds me of the year he fucked up Fallarati because of his problems. Get in the bushes, Terry. Don't do that. Mind you, the bushes are safer if someone with COVID is walking past you. Shout out to Rose and Blue. Rosie Rose. Hello. It's not the Rose and Rosie, are they? Oh, it is. Meditation. Nadia Rossetti. Meditation's useful, mindfulness is useful, hanging out with yourself. I personally can't do it. I find audiobooks very useful. I put an audiobook in and I just relax, and that's how I fall asleep. I used to play audiobooks on speakers, but one day I was listening to Booker Prize winning novelist Alan Hollinghurst, who happens to write phenomenal fiction about romantic relationships where the characters happen to be gay. And I was driving along the A127 into Southend with my window down, had this pornographic gay sex scene on my audiobook, and as I pulled up alongside some plumbers, I actually played into their car. He looked at the moist puckered knot of his arsehole and thought, that's my man. I was chased out of Southend. Shout out to the care workers. Some of them are locked in to their homes. Yes, Hayley, Hampshire. Shout out my great auntie 94 in a care home. Terrifying. Corona is just outside like some menace. Let us fucking in there. Come on. My name's Bobby COVID. All I want to do, come in, have a little look around the care home. I won't hurt anyone. I just want to go around the air conditioning vents, check things out. I won't touch the old ladies. That's what the COVID's like outside the nursing homes. Fair play to the carers. Shout out Stacey Maynard to her fiance Dell. We're in the last minute now. Yes, Asda, I've already given you a shout out. God, the comments are coming so fast. Yes, Daisy Amber, shout out to Rose. No problem. If you are watching this on catch up, you don't have to watch this shout out bit, okay? The bit up just now where I said goodbye, just turn that off. Don't watch something else. Watch one of my other videos. This bit is just for the live. Someone says shout out to the triple ripple. That means all the dads with an extra ripple of meat between head and neck, shaven headed bouncers, 6 foot like my dad, weightlifting, steroid injecting, lump of Essex meat with a triple ripple. 3 ripples of meat between head and neck so that you can hold a brick in the ripple. Those fellas. Simon and Kate in Oakhampton, they drove 5 hours to see me last November. Why? Bellends. That's weird. That's actually creepy. You're like the type of people that would steal my washing. Supermarket workers, we've covered you and your COVID juices. Karen, shout out to the hard of hearing, Mad Al. Good joke. Very good joke, Mad Al. I read it before I realised how offensive that was. Shout out to the hard of hearing. Well done. Deaf joke. Isn't that nice? So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the vegan has, I wouldn't normally take requests from vegans, has said shout out to all the pharmacists. And to all the children, year 10 and 12, I'm doing story time on my Facebook page as well for children. Here is for the live Kaneings. Listen, it's time to go. I will just say to the vegan, how many more weeks till you start eating the pigeons off your lawn? We'll finish on a friendly vegan joke that vegans and meat eaters can laugh at alike, and then we shall finish this Kaneing. What is the most evil snack imaginable for the vegan? Answer, the Scotch egg. Why? Because it's got death on the outside and the potential for life within. Philosophical. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Russell Kane. Hit like, hit subscribe, stay on my channel, tell people about it, hit reminders. The more people tune in, the more live stand-up I'm going to do like this, right down the barrel, improvised, topical, on whatever subjects you want. I've been Russell Kane. Thank you very much for listening and watching the Kaneing Live. See you later. I'm going to exit downwards because that's the only way in our society now. Down. Am I out of shot yet? My hair's still in shot.